8:15. We wanted to get an early start today, but we had a little bit of a situation, didn't we?
Yes, yeah. Well, Tabitha fell in yesterday, and that hadn't bothered her because she's out on the towpath and we couldn't get her. And then Licorice got out as well, so we had both of them.
And then we got
to try and get her back.
We got Tabitha back in, then Licorice went out, and then we managed to get her back in, luckily.
I'm going to try and do my best today because my foot is really hurting.
Yeah.
Last night I slept like a log because I took 2 anti-dihydrocodeine and ibuprofen. This knocked me out.
Mum had a little accident yesterday. If you didn't watch the video, she got her foot trapped between the fender and the swing bridge. So yeah. And today we're hoping just to get as far as we can, maybe even past Milton Keynes. I don't know. We're heading towards Leighton Braunston Buzzard now.
Long one
Where's
today.
the book? The book's not even here.
Yeah, we've got a long one today. Well, next 3 days we're doing long, I think.
Yeah, so we're up.
And he wants to get up.
Today, or 7 o'clock.
Up there, up to
Or by
Braunston.
because I want to go to the Midland Chandleries and get a weed hatch seal
and the blackening.
and the blackening. I've got to take the weed hatch out. It's a 2 or 3 day job because the weed hatch is so rusted. I don't want to put the new gasket on. I've got to take the weed hatch out, de-rust it, rust convert it, primer it, just redo the whole weed hatch. So I can't move the boat for 3 or 4 days while I do that. And other jobs as well, there's lots of other jobs to do. Yeah, that's what Dad's going to be doing while we're down in North Devon.
Let's see if I can drive.
Yeah, we're just going through Slapton Lock, where we picked up some water. That's where we stayed for the night. We were going to head past Leighton Buzzard, but I wasn't really feeling it yesterday. Mum broke her foot. And we're heading towards Church Lock now. Nice stretch of countryside just before Leighton Buzzard, and then hopefully at Groove Marina we can get some diesel because I wanted to get diesel the last few days. Yeah, at the moment it looks like a nice day, but it has forecast rain today. So hope that stays on.
Hope it stays nice. We just asked how much the diesel is, and it's 72p. And I said, oh God. And I think he thought I was being sarcastic because he said it's just gone up. I said, well, we were paying like 90p a better boat, weren't we? So that's
£1.40.
Yeah, and I've got a blue, a 5 litre blue is only £11.50. So £16 on them.
Just stopped up at Groove Marina, didn't we?
Yeah,
Groovy?
Grove, I think.
And then we filled up with petrol. Diesel.
Filled up with diesel. I asked him the price. Yeah, 72 pence. Lovely.
Oh, lovely.
Well, the diesel boat on the Thames was 96 pence.
And then me and Dad paid £1.40 on the Thames.
148 in the marina.
Yeah. I feel like ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so we filled up on that, 135 litres. And this tank's about 300 and something, so
And the
about halfway
blue was
there.
the blue. I got 5 litres of blue for £11. I paid 70. So it's a slightly different rate, but
Yeah, it's a good little stop off.
yeah.
We went through the Grove Lock, and it was gangster, so I had to go and fill it up first. And Mum came along. And yeah, we wasn't much of a lot landing there coming out of that. Rubbish in that CRT
Yeah.
thing. Jesus.
There's a mattress and everything.
It looked like a skip.
Clearing up after being.
Yeah.
It looks like having a naughty teenager. I don't clean it.
Yeah, I tell you what, this end though, it's too bad compared to when we
No.
first got.
Yeah. We're just coming into Milton Keynes now. I'm going to stop off at Tesco's and go to Aldi. I don't think Tesco's going to be very happy about
Leighton
that.
Buzzard.
Oh yeah. Leighton Buzzard, then Milton Keynes.
Yeah, Leighton Buzzard. Yeah, I think
Really nice coffee one. As you can see, we're missing the little one again. As soon as we moored up at Tesco's, she puked. She went into the toilet and she puked, didn't she?
There's something not right with her now. She's right under the weather. She hurt her foot. But I think it might be a couple of things. She did take my dihydrocodeine last night. Well, I take 2, and I'm used to them. I've been taking them
And
for
you're a lot
years.
bigger than her.
Yeah. She took 2 dihydrocodeine, so that might have made her throw about. Or it could have been Pate's been open, and it's been open for quite a while, so...
So she's out for the day now, pretty much. She might try and come out later.
I think she needs a rest though, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She does need a rest.
So me and Dad are pushing through Milton Keynes.
Yeah,
Not
we're
Milton Keynes,
out
God
through the
damn.
other side, into the countryside.
Well, we are going to go to Milton Keynes, but we're in Leighton Buzzard at the moment. We just stopped off at Tesco's. Well, we went to Aldi actually, because...
That wasn't actually the Tesco mooring where we were, it
No.
was just a 14-day mooring.
Yeah, we didn't realise.
I don't really fancy staying there, not being funny, but right by the bridge and the road. And
Yeah, we went to Aldi's because we much prefer Aldi's. So yeah, and then we walked back with all the stuff. We had to jump the fence because we didn't think there was a canal entrance, and usually there is. But then if you we just went past, and it turns out there is a canal entrance, and there's a free spot right there next to the entrance to Tesco's. So yeah. But yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing through and hopefully see how far we can get today. Without Mum, unfortunately. But most of the locks are behind us. We're on like lock 40 odd now, I think, or 30 odd, I don't know.
you've got to conquer a lot of them, haven't you, Josh?
Yeah. There's 101, was it? Or was it Bridge 101? Oh no, yeah, 101 locks.
club, this one is.
How do you pronounce that? Weaver and Shipping fleet at the moment. Oh, you must have about, I don't know, 30 boats here. They all got their different, like, some of them are flowers, some of them are stone, some of them are trees.
Yeah. Some of them are like royalty, like princess.
Yeah.
The admiral.
I can't believe how many there are.
Coral, isn't it? Yeah, coral.
Coral!
What's the one inside called? I've got to concentrate.
He wants to know.
I need to know. Oh, okay.
Pearl! That's sea stuff.
Yeah, coral, pearl, mallard.
Oh, here's birds.
Here's birds.
What's that one going to be?
Drake, swan, goose.
Kingfisher.
Ah, there we go.
Who could have guessed?
I never even thought it would be a kingfisher.
We're through Leighton Buzzard Lock and Leighton Buzzard. There's a bit of a miscommunication at the lock between me and Dan. The boat was on that side. Yeah.
Well, I thought Josh was going to open that gate.
And I was on that side. I was just testing that gate to see if it was ready so I could put the paddles down so I didn't have to go back and put the paddles down. So I could just cross the bridge and open that gate, the one he's on, but then he started coming over that side.
I moved the boat because I thought he was going to open that gate instead.
I shouted at him in front of everyone. A couple came over and they were like, "Oh, you having a nice day? Are you sure you can
move the boat?
Are you sure he can hear you?"
The wash at the back was stronger than what I could do with the boat.
They said, "Oh, the water's probably really loud," but I said, "No, he's deaf and the water's loud, so it's a compliment."
The engine, the water, and my deafness.
So I think we need to get a radio.
Absolutely deaf.
Well, we have radios, but they're not charged.
Deaf.
So yeah, they were really nice. So I went over to put the panels down on the gate that I was already on, and the guys shut the gate for me so I could get back over, which was really nice of them, because I think one of them said he's been on the water since he was 13 or so. So that was nice. We haven't got a lock for ages now, so just nice countryside. Just stopped off, I don't even know where we are, but we're somewhere between Leighton Buzzard and Milton Keynes. We just stopped off because we saw a sign. Leather windlass holders, £10. So we moored up on a really shallow spot and we went down there and bought a couple of windlass holders, proper leather windlass holders. The guy was really, really nice.
He makes everything by hand, doesn't he?
Yeah, so I've been needing one because I had to carry the camera and the windlass all the time.
The pound at the moment, the actual pound here is down by at least 12 inches.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so we had a bit
grounded.
Had a bit of struggle getting off, but I went to see Mum, and she told me I horrible news that God rest his soul, Prince Philip's dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh no!
He died today, 9th of April.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did security for him once.
Quite sad, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I actually did security for him. I got his memory in my face. Such a well-dressed
He's got
man.
his memory of what? Yeah, so...
Memory of his face in my head.
Yeah, it's quite sad, really. I had a feeling that he might die because he's been in hospital recently, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. Prince Philip.
Yeah, he's a nice chap, he was.
Yeah.
He didn't speak a lot compared to the Queen. Had a great conversation with her, but he very well mannered, and that was it.
Dad done personal security for the Queen and that, I think.
No, I used to.
Yeah.
All sorts of people. David Hasselhoff, the TV girls, the Queen, Prince Philip, MPs.
Whew.
Too old for it now.
Yeah. R.I.P. Prince Philip.
All over the hill.
R.I.P. So we've just done the Salisbury free locks, flight of free locks. When we got there though, there was a wide beam coming in the bottom lock and a narrowboat in the second lock. So they were coming up to save water. We obviously had to wait for them to come up. But then the middle pound got almost completely empty. You could see the ground most on some parts. But the pound we were in was getting really, really low.
Yeah.
So what we did, the lady came up and me and her, we filled up the top lock and then emptied it again to get some more water in the second pound.
Yeah, she did it like a boss.
Yes, that's what we did. And then we went in there, now the water was filled, and then we came back down and we met halfway and switched over locks. Mum came out for a bit, but she felt like she was going to be sick again. Yeah, so, and then we did the middle lock, and then there was the wide beam waiting for us to do that. So
And it was a lovely heron, wasn't it? Followed us through every lock.
this heron was just following every single lock. I've got loads of footage of it. Really tame.
Every lock, yeah, come right up to us, sat there waiting for a little fish or something to come through that it could eat. And it looks like that's his territory. It just hangs around the locks all day.
But yeah, then we got through the second one, and the wide beam came in. I opened both gates for him, obviously, because he's a wide beam. And then I also shut one gate for him as well to have him out because he's a lone cruiser. And then we did the last lock and we, eventually came through. But the top lock, it just wasn't filling. So me and Dad couldn't even open one gate together. So what happened was, the sluices at the other end were up just a tiny, tiny little bit. So we went and put those down, and that was just enough to open it up. But yeah, what a nightmare. Whew. Got really hot doing that. But I used the GoPro because it was raining and this camera's not waterproof. So yeah. Yeah, we're back into nice countryside now. I don't think we have a lock for a little bit. bridge, I think. Looks like it.
Yeah, for the farmer to use.
Yeah, old swing bridge. So we just came through, well, part of Milton Keynes. We just did the one lock, I think that is in Milton Keynes, and the swing bridge, which is very, very complicated. Well, not complicated, a bit fussy really. So you get a swing bridge in the middle of the lock. And I think it's obviously the biggest lock that there is in Milton Keynes. Well, no, sorry, on the Grand Union. It's massive. Yeah. So yeah, we did that. It wasn't too hard actually. All we had to do was lift the latch, push it, and that was it. There was only a couple of people there who wanted to get across, and they crossed the locks. And also, there's a pub there called the Red Lion. And I'm glad we came through now and not in a couple of days. Because if we came through in a couple of days, then
if the sun was out, we'd be packed.
Yeah, we would be gone goozled the hell up. But thankfully, no one was there, because at the gate, at the
oh, that's good.
yeah, that's all right, no problem. What was I saying?
You didn't get rid of your rubbish there.
Oh yeah, the gates, the front gates. Dad did his, but I kept doing mine. Why is it not coming up? Why is it not coming up? Am I doing it the wrong way? And then I looked round, and then there's no bloody paddle there anyway. There's no sign to tell you there's no paddle. So I could have just been doing that, and everyone would be watching me. Thankfully, no one was there to see that embarrassment. And then the guy who lived in a house, over the swing bridge, decided that this was the time he wanted to leave. So I had to quickly go and shut the swing bridge for him so he could drive his car over. Yeah, nothing much really. It's 6:30 and about halfway through Milton Keynes. Probably another couple of hours until we get out. So it's going to be around 7ish before we settle down. And I'm running out of storage, so I'm sorry if this video ends earlier.
Every time we do a swing bridge though, someone always comes along, don't they?
Yeah.
Ba-da
6 now.
You can't get through it.
No, it's going to take till like sunset, 8 o'clock probably, before we probably get through it.
We'd be through it by now.
Yeah. There's no locks or nothing. God, imagine how long it would take you to get through. There's loads of locks. So I think we're going to moor up somewhere quite nice, where it's like got a park one side and then just fields the other. Found a nice spot which isn't too much further, because it's getting really horrible and rainy now. You might be able to see it.
The Rusty Bridge, to me.
Yeah, Milton Keynes hasn't been too bad actually. They're not built too much around the canal. They've kept it its own like little park, like a really green, nice park. So you don't really know you're going through it really, but you don't want to moor up because of ne'er-do-wells. You like that? Yeah, we are whacked.
You're the one that wanted to get up there. For God's sake, why can't we just take our time and do sort of 5-hour cruises?
Because you're going away Monday and I want to be up somewhere where I can do bits.
Yeah, that's why we're rushing.
It's not really a rush, it's just a cruise, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've got a couple of days until me and Mum go down to North Devon.
Yeah.
And then we want Dad to get up there because he doesn't want a solo cruise. So we need to get Dad up there because we don't know how long we're going to be down there. So yeah. And it's the 20th we're going to get back, and it is the 12th we're going down. So it could be 5 days, it could be 8 days, I don't know.
We're the 9th today.
Hope not, because I need help to get the boat up.
No, I'm only insuring Josh's car for 4 days, so I'm hoping it's...
So, yeah, we're settled down for the night now. We found a nice little moor, and we didn't make it through Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes is massive. But Milton Keynes was quite nice anyway, because it was just a nice little green corridor through the whole thing.
Through the town or the city.
It's nothing like Burton-on-Trent. Burton-on-Trent, what? Bedford. Brentford, that's the one.
You don't go through all the middle of shops and all that sort of thing, do you?
So it's really nice actually, but...
It's quite shallow in places though, the canal up this far up.
We've moored just on the edge of Milton Keynes, but it wraps back around the canal, back into it. We moored right next to an abandoned old St. Michael? Is it St. Michael? I don't know. I think it's St. Michael.
Church, yeah.
St. Michael's Church, we're going to look at that tomorrow, just down the hill there. And we moored with quite a few boats here. Quite a nice little quiet area.
Lovely.
But yeah, we were cruising in the rain for a little bit, so I came in here, had some dinner, and then I had another dinner. Because how long was the cruise?
11 hours.
11 hours?
Yeah, it was I really enjoyed it though, especially coming through Milton Keynes. I was a bit apprehensive, but going through Milton Keynes, it was absolutely beautiful. The wildlife, can't believe it.
We set off at, what was it?
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock when the two rodents ran off, didn't they?
Yeah, we
The
got
cats got out and then they wouldn't come back in.
Yeah.
And then I was sick.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like the same day. I'm really tired.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot because I was sick.
Yeah, luckily.
You didn't
literally
injure your foot,
sick.
and you were throwing up,
Literally
weren't you?
sick. Yeah, I injured my foot the day before, so I couldn't hardly bloody walk today. And then I was sick, just feeling a bit better. I've only had drunk water all day, so.
And you tried to do a lot, but you had to walk back in, didn't you?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I felt so ill.
Locks are hard when you're fit, but when you're not, when
Yeah.
you're feeling ill, God.
I think we did 18 miles today, didn't we? I think.
Yeah,
Something like
49 when we set off, and it's 31 now.
that. Yeah. So,
So I said to
21 miles away.
But-
Roughly about 2 days cruise, I think.
Yeah,
15 miles. Yeah. So,
Hopefully we'll get there Sunday evening.
When we get past Milton Keynes, there'll be more boats. We'll be out in the countryside.
Trouble is, when you've got more boats and you go past them on tick over, it takes a lot longer to get anywhere.
And there's been a lot of more boats on this canal, all the way through the different towns.
Yeah. Right, so I think that's going to be it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm knackered. I think it's just because I haven't felt very well.
No,
hopefully no one will be better for next time. But yeah, we're going to set off tomorrow in the morning. Hopefully I'm going to make a vlog. I don't know if I will though, because I've got literally no card space on any of my SD cards. No card space or storage space on my external hard drive, and no storage on my laptop. So I need to edit a video, otherwise I'm not going to be able to make another one. Alright.
Okay, see you later,
thank you guys. Please like, subscribe, and follow our Instagram, everything like that, and see you next one.